Wake up, Saints. All right. I have some news for you guys today. This fan is like blowing. There we go. All right. So we have some news for today. Let's see here. So balloons are still being blown over, and just caught this, between Gaza and Israel, and then uh, it was like those called the Democrats and Republicans are still fighting over what's called what to do and everything with this stimulus package that they're trying to sign. And then is this the peace deal that we've been looking for Daniel, or should I say, or should I say it like this? This is not the peace deal that we're looking for in Daniel. We'll find out when we come back to that. So first things first, the Gaza Strip is still sending over balloons, bombs, and Israel actually retaliated with fighter jets. So that's still happening there with Gaza and in Israel. And then next news is the COVID-19 cases are still going, or are going back up again. The unemployment is going down. The rate, the unemployment rate, and people that are getting unemployment. Same with me, of course. I mean, this week I'm not going to be, I won't be able to apply for unemployment because I'm going to get 34 hours, which is awesome. I love it. Next week I will be getting less than 32, so I may have to get it just to help out a little bit. And then some of the states are also not giving the $100. So in this deal, everything that the executive action that Trump signed, it was 300 federal and 100 state. Some of the states are saying that they don't have the $100 to give to the people that's applying for unemployment, that can't get, that's not able to get a job. Either they have the COVID-19, or their job thing is not opening back up yet, or they reclosed because of this COVID-19. I'm still not drinking the Kool-Aid of this COVID-19. I still think that it was actually man-made. I still think this is something that they're trying to see who follows the orders and who doesn't, so then they can see if a lot of people are following the orders, they have an easier way of controlling people by taking away their freedoms little by little. If they follow this, they follow that, well, it'll be easy to take away their freedoms. They're actually gullible. You won't have to use that much force. So on other news, I think with this unemployment going down and then the stock market rising, they're saying that come down time to it, everything next month when they get when they come back in session itself, they may not even have the on the check for us. While Democrats think that 2 years out that we will still have a poor economy. They're calling the Republicans greedy, stingy, because they didn't want to give up with that much. The Republicans want to only do the $1 trillion package, while as the Democrats, they want to do at least a 2.5, and the Republicans don't want to do that much. They think that we're going to recover, fine, since especially now that the unemployment rate is going back down again. To me, I don't know. I mean, I would love that money. Who does free money? I mean, everybody does. I mean, I know what it will do to the economy the unless we revalue the dollar. If we revalue the dollar, then then we can actually it won't be so bad. But if we don't revalue the dollar, then it's gonna be bad for our economy. We'll be in really bad shape. Um, just like taking away the on doing the payroll tax, doing away with that. I mean, that's gonna hurt people that actually file zero and try to get their money at the beginning of the year from income tax. Having that big giant chunk. I'm one of them. I love that, because then one, we can get caught up with bills that we had, we were behind. Two, maybe do something nice, go on vacation or whatever, go to you know the zoo or go to the aquarium. But with with Trump doing this, I mean, I know he's getting that. I mean, give us all our money, instead of having it where they take it out and everything. But I mean, some of us people do like it where we get to the beginning of the year. On other news, the peace treaty. Many of you probably did hear about the peace treaty that was signed between the United Arabs or Arab, how you say it, UAE. Um, what happened was that Israel agreed not to build any more or annexation of the sites where the Palestinians are at. I'm still wondering what the heck is the Palestinian. I mean, what's the difference between that and how did they come into contact in Israel? I mean, it's Israel. It's a Jewish nation. I mean, I never read about Palestinians in the Bible. It doesn't state anything at all about the Palestinians in the Bible. There's the Philistines, but not the Palestinians. Don't know. But no, this is not the peace deal that we're looking for in Daniel. What's going to happen is this peace deal that they're talking about, or actually the covenant, is going to be between many, not just one. So it's UAE, that's only one. UAE, it's called with many, it's going to be with probably the Palestinians, is one of them. They're so-called wanting to, their own state out of the Israel's piece of pie. In other words, I think it's going to be with Iran. I think it's going to have to do with the UAE is going to come back into it. Syria, a lot of them, especially Syria, because Israel has been bombing the heck out of Syria because of the Hezbollah has been, they've been getting shipments from Iran, of the other missiles and all that, and more than likely they're probably going to even give, Iran's going to probably give Hezbollah the technology for the ballistic missiles because the Iranians actually successfully fired off a ballistic missile, so they can actually fire it off towards the Israeli Navy. So we'll see what happens with that. Other than that, I can say is pray diligently because I think this is getting really rough and it's getting really rough ride. It's gonna get even worse before it gets even better. Because of the ways when I say that, because the man of perdition, the man of sin, the Antichrist, the beast, and his false prophet, when they come on to scene, that's when they're going to fix it. And it'll be a brief fix. It won't not going to be a, it's going to, I guess you can say, kind of, how would I say, like a band-aid fix. Because once they put that band-aid on, they're going to rip that sucker off within, and then show them true selves of who they are. And everybody that's left behind, or that does not believe in that Jesus is the Son of God, they're going to be the ones going to be in nagging teeth and gnashing teeth and pain from fire and brimstone. So we'll see there. I'm hoping that Trump still, which he wins. I mean, people always tell me, how can I support somebody that's so rude and talks down to people? He's a businessman. How many men do you know, or women know, that actually are rude, that talk down to people, and they're as tough as nails? All business people are that way. They have to be. And if they don't, then people's gonna stumble all over them. Yes, I wish he would speak, nicer, but you know what? That's just Trump. He's a businessman. He's been that way since since he got into the business, and he is the type of person I'd rather have in the office because he knows business. Yes, he has a lot of bankruptcies. So what? You gotta fail before you succeed. If somebody's succeeding and hasn't failed, either they're cutting corners or they've done a deal with the devil. I mean, how many artists, how many actors, how many billionaires and trillionaires do you know that actually have gotten caught, of tax evasion or anything like that? I only know, I think, one or two that I know so far. One of them was Wesley Snipes. He got caught. And that's just only one. I don't know any other ones that have gotten caught with tax evasion or any kind of schemes or plans of what's called a cheating the system. So that just states that if you can cheat the system, then there's something there's something that that we don't know, or there's a deal that you did with the devil. So what I'm saying is that even though he's got bankruptcies, he knows how to run the business. He knows where he's fallen short at. There's a saying: if you fail quick, so that you can get back on top again, as fast as you failed. If you don't, then you're gonna be in quicksand. I meant the last part of it, but you fell quick. Well, that's all I have for you guys. All I gotta say is, read the Bible. It's all in there. He only left you basic instructions before leaving Earth, and it's in that book. If you don't know what to look for, you can always comment on here, and I will tell you exactly which scriptures, where to find that. Alright, Saints. Good night. The following week, just give you guys a heads up, the following week I'm going to be going to graveyard shift, so I'll be doing my spill when I get home, either when I get home or before I leave to go to work. All right, all right, saints. Good night. Be safe and read the Bible and pray. It's coming soon. This is just the beginning of the birth pains. The contractions are almost here. The how do you say that, the fake contractions are called something Hicks. Somebody here probably will comment and everything and tell me what it's called. But those are just about over, and the real contractions will be coming in soon. Because I feel that with the annexation, with them stopping the plans of building, the Palestinian, it's gonna end pretty soon. He's gonna want to Oshkot baby is gonna want to build in those spots. All right, watch towards the Middle East. Night, saints. God bless.